public comments. They are from Darlene Anderson, Sue Vang, and Liz Gann.
I was looking at Gabe to show me the cards, and he didn't have any, so that's why I'm sorry.
I want to say, a while back, I filed a complaint with the state of California in regards to the achievement for African American students. I just wanted to know, what has the state of California held accountable for the achievement for African American students? I mean, Brown versus the Board of Education passed, and they kind of had the 13th and 14th and 15th Amendment, and I really never knew what those meant, but they do mean access to a general education. And I wanted to know what happened in the state of California, and how did the state ensure that those equity and access things happen? Well, the state kicked it back down to the local district, and the district said, well, we have Title I, and we have the L.C.A.P, and I'm saying none of that follows African American student achievement. There is not a requirement for any funding source to acknowledge that access happens. And so when you ask the district, because I've been up here many times and I've talked about the student achievement for African American students, and I get no response. Does that mean that I'm not a citizen? Does that mean that I don't matter? Does that mean, what does that mean? What does that look like? It looks like to me that this district generates funding for all children and an equal amount. Every child generates a single dollar, but children who have Title I and children who have disabilities generate more funding. But when you look at the school site, and you participate at the school site level as a school site member for the, plan, they don't acknowledge you as you participate because you're African American, or they just, is it a disrespect for them? I don't know. They don't acknowledge those children because there's no requirement. And so I wonder, truly I wonder, when is when is it going to happen? When are we going to accept that all children are children, that we all have the right to be in America, and that we don't have to set aside certain children because inherently they were slaves, and somehow the oversight for those children is different from the oversight from children in regular ed. And behavior seems to be a norm, that somehow they have to regulate that behavior. And it doesn't become an educational option, it becomes a behavior modification without a positive behavior plan. And so I'm really hoping that we can have this discussion about the failure of African American children in the public. I'm hoping that the board will honor a public conversation about just how do we help those families who have those children that do have perceived behavioral problems, and that we can move to a new era in educating all children. Thank you.